Yeah. We got 16 people actually waiting. All right. Yep. You want to use the other one or just me?
What color does that have to be?
Blue.
Do you turn red when you drink? Oh, every time. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Like our roommates, yeah. Yeah. Do you know why? Asian flush. It's called acetaldehyde flush reaction. Basically, what happens is once you
Sure, please.
that makes you feel good, but you don't want the acetaldehyde because acetaldehyde is 20 times more toxic than alcohol. Now, everywhere. It probably gets worse. Right?
I'd like to welcome you out today to our elk special of Dakota Wesleyan. Two of our alumni, Anna Ariola and Allison Moose, play for Dakota Wesleyan. We're here in Tucson for next 5-6 days watching them play. So we'll try to bring you as many games as possible. What's this? Okay. Yes, this is Wayne Anderson. I am actually Lily Ariola's Liliana Liliana Ariola's grandfather. Me, and her daughter and her mom, Lily Ariola, will be broadcasting this week. So try if you have other family members that would like to get in, just have them go to Let's Go Elks YouTube, Dakota Wesleyan Special. We'll be trying to. Don't know about the JV games for sure. It depends on where we're at, but the varsity games will be here broadcasting it, each one of them, starting with two today, two tomorrow, and then off on and two Sunday, and then off on Monday and Wednesday through Thursday. So about 3-4 minutes left. We'll just sit here and watch. Enjoy the beautiful weather. It's probably about 71, 72 degrees here right now. Light wind. I'm sure I'll get sunburned before the week's over. Can you move that down here where you can keep score right there? Okay.
I'm only doing outs. So on the screen, it will only show outs.
Okay.
So you'll have to announce the count.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing outs. I'm only doing score.
Five and five. She said, "Do we know anything about this team?" Looks like Dakota Wesleyan will be your home team today. Starting in right field will be Maddie Moore, Macy Moore. Second base, Ellie Feezer. Shortstop, Anna Ariola. Third base, Ashlyn Johnson. First base, J.C. Tebay. The hitter will be Avery Perkins. Pitching is Allison Ernsberger. Catcher, Jordan Blogg. And left field is Ali Churka with Cassie Lopez playing in center field, and Perkins will be hitting for her. Dakota Wesleyan comes in with a record in 10-5 on the year, and Indiana Wesleyan, just looking at theirs, they come in with a record of 5-5. They've been here in Tucson since the second playing, so this is like their 7th game here in Tucson. So they didn't have too many games. I looked at their schedule before we started today, and they had a number of games canceled, probably, I'm sure, due to weather up that way. So only have one team in common. That was William Penn. We lost 2-0.
Here you go.
They and we won, and we lost to William Penn 2-0. Indiana Wesleyan split with them. First pitch by Ali Ernsberger is a strike. So 0-1. Foul ball. Out of play. 0-2 quickly on the leadoff batter for Indiana Wesleyan, number 19, W. Waddell. Oh, 2 pitch and little liner and in the hole past Perkins at first base. So this is a little different than it showed. It's kind of switched. It showed on the main that T-Bay was first, but now it's Perkins, and designated player is T-Bay. First pitch down, Jordan up with the throw, and up high, stolen second by Waddell. So runner on second, no outs. That pitch was a little high, ball 1. One pitch on the outside corner. Little outside, throw down, runner back in plenty of time. But Ernsberger picks it up, throws it, and safe at first. So runners at first and third, still no out for Indiana Wesleyan. So that was Jeter with the bunt for Indiana Wesleyan. So number 0 steps in the box for Indiana Wesleyan. 2 on, no outs. Runners at the corner. Strike down the middle, down. And just trying to get hopefully the runner from third would go. She didn't bite. So runners on second and third now with Martin up to bat. Strike 2, outside corner at the knees. Nice pitch by Ernsberger. Down the middle, picked up. Oh, error on Ariola. 2 runs will score on the play as that goes between her legs. So, rough start for the Dakota Wesleyan to start with a bloop single, a bunt, and a error. So nothing hit hard so far off Ensberger, but Indiana Wesleyan has 2 quick runs. Runner on first with Bigler up to bat. High and outside, ball 1. Foul ball, 1-1. As that was hit straight back by Bigler. High fly, left field. And woo! It was about went overhead, but able to haul that in was Circa. So 1 out. Runner remains at first base. Sun's kind of that high enough, probably right in the sun right there. Sun's about straight overhead right now. 1 out, 1 on. Indiana Wesleyan with 2 in. Right back to her. And a double play as Ensberger's able to get that soft liner back to her, throws it at first for the out. So 2 hits on 2 runs and 1 error for Indiana Wesleyan. Dakota Wesleyan will come back up to bat with Moore, Feezer, and Ariola up to bat. So we'll play back-to-back day now and then at 2 o'clock against William Penn.
If you see that there's something wrong with the screen, please text me so I know. I'm trying to keep score for the screen and I got to know. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Macy Moore will step into the batter's box with the Tigers trailing 2-0 after going into the bottom half of the first. Moore batting .373 on the year. First one low, ball 1. Ball 2 outside just a little bit. Pitcher trying to keep him low and outside to Moore. So far, just a little bit too far outside. High fly, but deep, but not deep enough as Moore falls down going to first base as well. So 1 quick out there as Moore lifts a high fly to center field. Ellie Feezer up to bat now. Feezer playing second base for the Tigers today. Foul ball straight back. Little bloop foul. So these are quickly in the hole, 0-2 on 2 foul balls. Outside, ball 1. 1-2 the count. High fly to left center. Looks like center fielder underneath it and drops it. Be an error on the center fielder. The sun must be haven't given him problems out there. That was about the same height as the one that Circa almost missed the top of the first. And center fielder missed that one. So 1 out, 1 on. So these are able to get into second on the play. Ariola up to bat. Strike on the outside corner. Hot shot to third. Third able to pick it up. In a pickles, Feaser got a little bit too far off. So fielder's choice there. Feaser out on a rundown between second and third. Ariola's on to second. Brings up Ashlyn Johnson with 2 outs. Ariola a little bit in front of that pitch. Hit it right to third base. Ashlyn Johnson playing third base today. Strike on the outside corner. Pitcher's kind of living on that outside part of the plate here. We're just going to start taking that ball the opposite way instead of trying to pull it. Strike 2, same spot. So far, about 80% of our pitches have been that one spot on the outside corner of the plate. Looks like we're going out there again. Ball in the dirt. 1-2. Try to go a little bit further out that time. Line drive overhead. Yes, overhead. Be a double for Johnson. Ariola will score. So nice line drive double for Ashton Johnson. Ariola scored 2-1 to score. JC Tebay coming up. Tebey's designated player this game. Not playing the field, but will be hitting for Lopez. Outside corner. Looks like I'm going to be saying that a lot. Just a little bit outside, so 1-1 the count. Bidalinsky's pitching for Indiana Wesleyan. Strike on the outside corner again. High fly, but will be drifting out of bounds down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Johnson still on second. Dakota Wesleyan down by 1, 2-1. Little outside, 2-2. Low. T-Bay able to work the count full, 3-2. Johnson still on second. And swinging that outside pitch, T-Bay strikes out, leaving one on. So after one full inning play, 2 for Indiana Wesleyan, 1 for Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. So for your Tigers, you have Jordan Blogg at catcher, Allison Ernsberger at pitch, Avery Perkins at first, Ellie Feezer at second, Anna Ariola at short, with Ashlyn Johnson at third, and Circa, Moore, and Lopez in the outfield. Hey, and you know, if I say the name wrong, I'm sorry. I'll try to be good as I can, but I'm sure someone will say a little bit wrong here. English and grammar was not my strong suit in school. So Ernsberger delivers the first pitch of the second inning. Look good, but they say it's a ball. Number 42 for Indiana Wesleyan batting, which is May. I don't know what this guy is seeing, but both those pitches look good. But he called that one ball as well. Might be a little high, but to me it wasn't. So 2-0 on May. 3-0. That was definitely high there. So 3-0 as Ernsberger falls behind quickly to May here, the first batter of the second. Ball 4. Another high pitch. So May on first for Indiana Wesleyan. Number 85 up to bat, which is Thompson. Ball 1 outside. Ball 2 inside. As Ernsberger's having a hard time finding the plate here to start the second inning. And they're close, just missing by just a fraction of an inch or so. I mean, some of them look like strikes to me, and I'm sitting pretty much right behind the umpire. Ball 3. 3-0. Strike 1. Ernsberger able to find it finally for the first strike of this inning. So 3-1 the count to Thompson with May on first, no outs. A ball 4 high, so 2 on, no outs. As Ernsberger walks the first 2 players for Indiana Wesleyan. So coach out mound talking to the players. So 2 games tomorrow, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 2 on Sunday, and then 2 as well on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. Yes. And there will be a couple of JV games. Like I said, if we're here, we'll broadcast them as well, which we'll try to be. I don't know what else we'll be doing. Watching. After the timeout, Rubel up for Indiana Wesleyan. 2 on, no out. As it seems like the strike zone is kind of shrunk. Strike 1. Squares the butt. Short butt. Up with it. Throw it. And out at first. So nice play by Perkins there. Get the out at first. Moves the runners up to second and third. Got her by about half a step. So 1 out, 2 on. Fuller up to bat. First ball is strike. 0-1 to Fuller. Foul ball bunt. So 0-2. Trying to get in that run from third base with the bunt, but 0-2 to count. Fuller will probably have to be swinging here. Strike 3. So nice pitch by Ernsberger there for the strikeout. So 2 outs now. Runners still on second and third for Indiana Wesleyan. Two outs, 2 on with Waddell up to bat. Waddell got a soft single between first and second last time. Hits it foul down third base line. Looks like she's a slap hitter here. High, foul ball. As the pitch was high, but she chased that for a foul ball. So 0-2. Ernsberger quickly ahead. 2 outs, 2 on. Safe. Safe at first. That even if the throw would have been up when they got her, she's fast enough able to beat that throw to first base. So 1 in. Runners at first and third. So 3-1 now. That's advantage left-handed slappers have some time to get off the base out thing. They're already moving when they hit the ball, able to get the first quickly. Go down to second. So no steal on that, as that was indifference on the play. Second and third with 2 outs. That was a ball. Foul ball, straight back, 1-1. Yeater up to bat. Foul ball again. 1-2. Called that last play an error on Ariola, but I have a hard time believing that was an error. She would never got that. Even if it would have been up, she wouldn't have got her in time. Poke foul. 1-2 remains. As Eater's trying to slap on as well. Another foul. Count remains 1-2. Foul ball. Fifth foul in a row from Eater. Count remains 1-2. Somebody must have made a great catch on that foul ball behind us. They were all cheering. Outside. 2-2. Eater able to work it full as that ball was low in the dirt. Still 2 on, second and third. 2 outs. 3-1, Indiana Wesleyan ahead. Ball 4 low. So bases loaded for Indiana Wesleyan with 2 outs. With Martin up to bat. Strike down the middle. A little low, 1-1 the count. Little bloop over second and caught. Nice play by Ellie Feezer. There's a running catch right behind second base. So 1 run on 3 hits, 1 walk. So after 1.5, 3 for Indiana Wesleyan, 1 for Dakota Wesleyan. Up to bat for the Tigers will be Perkins, Ernsberger, and Blogg.
They're still plugged. No one wants to know if you need water.
Avery Perkins steps in the batter's box here with the Tigers down by 2 here in the bottom of the second. Low ball 1. Shot to Shortstop picks it up and throws and steps off the base. Yes, she stepped off the base. First baseman did. Had to stretch a little bit and stepped off. So Perkins on an error. I'd probably give that error to the first baseman. I don't know if that's be the official one, but unofficially, I'd give that to the first baseman.
She had time to get back on
Yeah.
the base.
See, it looked like she came off and put her foot back toward it and missed it the second time. So Perkins on at first. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Perkins. Looks like Lopez is in running for Perkins.
Go, Allie!
Pitcher Allie Ernsberger up to bat here. No outs, runner on first. Strike. Low outside corner. Strike two, same spot. I think our catcher's doing a good job of framing here because both those pitches look low, and he's calling them. So throw down to first, safe. That was a ball to Ernsberger, so 1-2 this count. Pitcher living on that outside corner and getting the calls, it seems like. Foul straight back by Ernsberger, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Ball three, run, throw down, and safe. Lopez in, safe. That was a bang play.
She touched the base, not her.
The shortstop looks like maybe hit the base and not Lopez's leg. So full count to Ernsberger. Lopez now at second in scoring position. Ernsberger able to work this count full. Outside, ball four. So Ernsberger trots down to first, 2 on, no outs. Brings up Jordan Blogg, catcher.
Go, Joe!
Timeout by Indiana Wesleyan. Blogg, one of the few seniors that see a lot of time on this team. Mostly there are only 3 seniors on the Dakota Wesleyan team, mostly juniors and sophomores. Very few, and Jordan's the only senior that really sees a lot of playing time. Lopez on second, Ernsberger on first, no outs. Blogg up to bat. Squares the bunts, and the first to third baseman, and over to first for the out. Blogg does her job, sacrifices them to second and third with 1 out. Brings up Ali Churka. So I'll try to get Churka right. Okay, Ali Churka up to bat here with 1 out. Lopez and Ernsberger on second and third. And swing and strike as she chased a high one there. Bunt and foul ball. Just barely. Cherka quickly in the hole, 0-2. Foul ball straight back. Cherka just trying to get a piece of it here, stay alive. Hopefully driving the runner from third base. Foul ball. Cherka fights that one off, out of bounds, out of play. Guess we don't have out of bounds or out of play. I'm still in basketball mode sometimes. Still 0-2 count on Cherka. Fouls off another one.
Way to battle!
Cherka up to bat. Lopez and Ernsberger still on second and third. One out. Tigers trailing by 2, 3-1. Another foul. As pitcher's trying to live on that outside corner, and Cherka keeps fouling them off. Staying alive. Up the middle. That's a base hit up the middle. And bring in one. And bad throw by center fielder in. So Cherka will actually move to second on the throw. So second and third still after that single by Cherka. 3-2 the score. We're still just one out with more up to bat. More up to bat. And it looks like before that, conference on the mound for Indiana Wesleyan. And it looks like a pinch runner for Ernsberger at third base. Draper will be in. Dusty Draper will be running for Ernsberger. If you're down in the Tucson area and want to enjoy some softball all week long, we're out at Lincoln Park, which is on the, I would say, southeast side, just about 10, 15 minutes from the Tucson airport. It might be the northeast side, I don't know, but all week long, most of our games will start either 10 or 12 this week, so more up to bat now after that timeout with one out. More bunts. Short bunt down first. And save at home on that suicide squeeze. So still runners on second and third. Oh, they put the, somebody put the, it's 3-3 as able to tie that up with Draper coming home on the play.
I don't know where to go.
Fees up to bat with one out. Runners on the corner. Cherka more on the bases. Feeser turns. Sends one straight in the air. And got there by the third baseman comes in. That was a mile high and maybe 5 feet difference. So 2 outs now. Runner still in the corner. Still in the corners with Ariola up to bat. Score tied at 3, 2 outs. Line drive right. Oh, and doubled. Line drive right at second. And able to pick it up and throw Ariola out at first. Hit the ball hard, just right at her. So after 2 complete innings, scores tied at 3. 2 eventful innings so far.
How are you, Lisa?
So it seems like we've already played 5 or 6 innings, but it's only been 2 with all the action so far this game. Ernsberger and Blogg still the battery for the Tigers. Number 9, I think, is Bigby up to bat. Strike 1. Change up by Ernsberger there. Outside, 1-1. Oh, Bigler, sorry. Bigler up to bat. Count 1-1 on her with Ernsberger pitching. Foul ball, straight back. 1-2. The shortstop, Ariola picks it up and throws for the first out. 1 out on that ground ball to Ariola.
Be ready for it, girls!
First pitch is outside. First pitch to Thomas was outside, so 1-0. Two and 0.
Good pitch, Ellie!
He's not calling anything basically above the waist. So waist is as high as he goes right now, even though a lot of these are just right above the belt. They're getting the ball. Foul ball. 2-1. Three and 1 as that one's sailed high. 3-1 to Thomas. But nice play there. Yeah, good job. Beautiful play there by Ashton Johnson. Able to come in on the run, pick it up on the run, and throw it on the run and deliver a strike. Beautiful play by Johnson there at third base. Got her by maybe less than half a step. So great play by Johnson. So 2 outs. Brings up C. Thomas. First pitch, change up for a strike. Sorry, my game changer still had Thomas batting. It's actually May up at the bat. 1 strike on her. High ball 1-1. See if your Tigers can get out of this inning quickly, as they've had, as Indiana Wesleyan's had runners on every inning. Foul ball, 1-2. Ernstberg gets ahead of May. In the dirt, and 2-2. Just a little outside. Runs the count full. 3-2 the count to May with Ernstberger pitching. Payoff pitch on the way. And foul ball. We'll do it again. It's like the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here in Tucson. But only maybe 5-6 miles an hour. Feels pretty good. Foul ball, line drive down left, and foul ball. It was close. Nice try by Moore out there in right field. Not able to quite get to it. May will come back and try that again. Down low, ball 4. May able to walk to first. Brings up Thompson. Low, ball 1. Grounder, shortstop. Ariola picks it up on the run and throws it for a strike. So 3 out. So Indiana Wesleyan leaves 1 runner on with just a walk. So after 2.5, the score is 3-3. With Johnson, T-Bay, and Perkins up to bat for the Tigers.
Carlita, go take a picture of their menu. On the window. Oh, it's inside on the screen. Let's go, Ash.
Ashton Johnson up to bat. Little number back to pitcher. Going to be close and out. As pitcher able to come in and get that by about a step. So Johnson out, 1 out. Brings up T-Bay.
Go, Jace.
First pitch T-Bay is down low, ball 1. shot to shortstop. Shortstop fumbles it, and T-Bay able to get on the air by shortstop, win her glove, and then fell out of the glove, and able to pick it up in time to get JC at first base. So 1 on, 1 out. Brings up Perkins.
Go, Avery.
Avery up to bat, 1 out. And line shot over the left fielder's head. Be at least a double. T-Bay will come around second, and she'll have to hurry. Throws in and save. So T-Bay able to score from first base on the hit, on the double down the left field line by Perkins. Perkins ends up on second. Brings up Ernsberger. Tigers take the lead, 4-3 here in the third inning.
Go, Ellie.
Ernsberger up to bat, 1 with Perkins on second, 1 out. Well, little dribbler as she swing, and Perkins out at third base on the force out. So Allison Ernsberger at first, 2 out now. Jordan Blogg up to bat. Swing and strike on Blogg as she swings through that one. Foul tip. Strike 2. 0-2, 2 outs with Ernsberger still at first base. Foul ball. Outside. See if Jordan would chase one. She didn't. Good patience up there. Foul tip, straight back. One, 2 the count to Blogg. Outside, 2-2. Little blooper right to third base, little can of corn. So 3 out. The Tigers were able to get 1 in on 2 hits. On 2 hits and an error. So after 3 complete, 4 for the Dakota Wesleyan, 3 for Indiana Wesleyan. Top of the fourth here, score 4-3 for Dakota Wesleyan. Ernsberger still pitching. First pitch, foul ball. Second, foul ball as well. Off to the first base side, 0-2. And Berger quickly ahead. Next game for Dakota Wesleyan will be at 2 o'clock today or thereabouts against William Penn. Another foul straight back. Count remains 0-2. Ball down low. One ball, two strikes to Rubel. 2-2. Going inside. Line drive. Looks like we hold the single. Nice play by Moore to get over. Once he hit the ball, it looked like it was going in the gap. Macy able to get in front of that ball and stop it for just a single. So 1 on, no outs for Indiana Wesleyan. As Rubel had a sharp single. Brings up Fuller to the plate. Fuller 0 for 0 for the day with a walk. But Johnson able to get it, and no, not in time. Not in time as Fuller beats out that throw from Johnson. Nice play by Johnson at third, but better speed by Fuller there. Able to beat that out. So no outs, 2 on, and top of the order up again. This girl's been able to bunt get herself on pretty much by bunting or slap hitting both the times before. So Waddell's up again, 2 for 2. It says 1 for 2. The other one was on she got on the first time, maybe an error or something, but she was on, or a walk. Coach Oswald meeting with his team on the mound. Seems like in the first and second innings, we've had problems with this part of the lineup, the bottom and the top, bottom of the lineup and the top lineup for Indiana Wesleyan. Playing the small ball, getting on base. They've got quite a bit of speed just from watching them just today. I mean, nothing hit hard for the most part, just able to get on with the short game. Foul ball straight back. Foul ball down the left field line, 0-2 to Waddell. Ernsberger pitching. If you have family and friends on Dakota Wesleyan's team, let them know that we are streaming these games for the whole week that they'll be in Tucson. Next pitch was a ball to Waddell, 1-2. Just have to go to Let's Go Elks on YouTube and be able to watch the games. Fly ball overhead. be at least a double. 2 runs will score. Be a triple. Yep, a triple. Like I said, they got lots of speed on this team. So triple there by Waddell as that was hit over Circus' head all the way to the fence. So 2 runs will score. Indiana Wesleyan back in front, 5-4. Strike on the next batter up. So I don't have her name yet. After Waddell hit that triple. Outside. 1-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 1-2. Foul ball, straight back. Count remains 1-2. Indiana Wesleyan already with 2 in, runner on third, no outs here in the top of the 4th. High, 2-2 count. Poke foul again. Count remains all square at 2. High, able to work that count to full. With Yeater up to bat. Full count, no outs. Waddell at third. Foul ball again by Yeater. High, ball 4. Yeater's able to walk. Runners on the corners with 0, no outs. Brings up Martin to the plate. Yeater able to steal second on that. Ball 1 on Martin. So Indiana Wesleyan now with runners on the second and third and still no outs. Strike 1 as Erdensburg able to throw that one by Martin. High fly, left field, Circus underneath it, and he makes the catch. Waddell will score on the play, and Yeater will advance to third. So 6-4, Indiana Wesleyan ahead. Running on third now for Indiana Wesleyan with 1 out. Big Lee up to bat. Ball one. High fly. That looks like it's gone. Yes, it is. That's a 2-run home run by Bigler there. So break that game open. 8-4 now. Indiana Wesleyan with a 5-run inning so far with only 1 out in the inning. That was one of those no doubt. As soon as she hit it, you knew that was gone. Eight to 4 here in the top of the 4th still. As your Tigers will try to regroup here, down by 4. Thomas up to bat. Strike 1 to Thomas. Foul. That'll be 2 strikes on Thomas with 1 out. Dakota Wesleyan trailing by 4 here in the 4th. Back to Ernsberger. She able to fill their position well for the 2nd out of the inning. I was able to toss that over to Perkins at first. 2 outs, no one on at this time. Indiana Wesleyan with 5 runs in the inning. Let's take a 4-run lead, 8-4. May up to bat. Line drive. It'll be all the way to the fence. It'll be at least a double here. Looks like she's going to try to stretch triple, which she will. So triple in for May. So 2-out triple by May as that gets between the right field and center fielder all the way to the fence. Coach Oswald out talking to the umpire. See, we're going to have a pitch and change here or what? Yeah, it looks like we have Christian Kerschel in pitching for Ernsberger, or as I'll be calling her KK because that's a lot easier to pronounce than her name. Kirsten Kerschel, I think is how you say it. So Ernsberger pitched 2 2/3 with giving up 2 2/3 inning, giving up for 8 runs and still accountable for a runner on third. I know a couple of those were unearned runs though. Kristen is our 2nd senior. Her and Blog has been together with Dakota Wesleyan for, I believe, their whole careers in college, if I'm not mistaken. Thompson up to bat for Indiana Wesleyan. May on third. Strike one by Kirstill. Foul ball, strike two. Kirstill's quickly ahead to 0-2. 2 outs, May on third. Line drive and caught by nice running catch there by Lopez in center field. That was hit on the nose, but Lopez able to track it down for the third out. So 5 runs that inning for Indiana Wesleyan. So we head in the bottom of the fourth inning. Dakota Wesleyan, your Tigers are down by 4, 8-4.
Go, Jerk!
Start at the bottom of the fourth with Ali Churka. Churka up to bat. Churka lays down a bunt, but foul. Try to play a little of that short game herself, it looks like. Hard shot to third base, able to pick it up, and strong throw to first for the first out. Cirque out at first brings up Macy Moore.
Go, Mace!
Right back at pitcher. First pitch hidden by Moore. Right back at pitcher. He's able to field that grounder, throw to first for the second out. So 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Go, Ellie!
Bring up Ellie Feezer. Feezer up to bat with 2 outs. Low ball 1. Outside, ball 2, just off the plate. Ball 3. Feezer had 3-0. Pitch for Indiana was only thrown 53 pitches in 4 innings, so been able to, as Dakota Wesleyan, our Tigers have been going after the ball a lot of times on the first, second pitch. So Feezer's able to walk on 4 straight, brings up Ariola with 1 on, 2 outs.
Have fun, huh?
Ball 1 low. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to Ariola. Hit to pop fly to second base for the third out of the inning. Is on a hit that on the end of the bat, popped it up to second base. So no runs here in the fourth for the Tigers, trailing by 4, heading in the fifth. Kershaw still pitching here in the fifth. What?
Can you put that down? Thank you.
Start here in the fifth. Kershaw pitching, first ball in for a strike. Strike 2. Rubel behind 0-2 with Kershaw pitching. Foul ball. Foul ball again. Count remains 0-2. High, 1-2. Ball 2, 2-2. Foul ball straight back. Count remains tied at 2. Hot shot. It finds a gap between third and short. Rubel on with a clean single. One on, no out for Indiana Wesleyan with Fuller up to bat. Kershaw pitching. Bunt and foul. Strike 2. 0-2 to Fuller. Rubel still on first, no outs. Hot shot past diving Ariola. So 2 singles in a row into the gap between third and short. Brings up Waddell. Like I say, this part of the order seems like just a lot of slappers and just really hurting us with their small ball. And then they bring the big guns up, and so no outs, 2 on. Waddell sees the first one go by for a ball. Bunt picked up by Johnson and off. Run will score on the play. And out at third, safe at second. So Waddell was able to beat the throw down at first. Throw was back. Throw was then to third, home, where the runner was safe. Then the third, where first out was recorded, and the second where she was safe. So 1 out on the play, but 1 run did score. So 2 on. So 1 on now. And foul ball to Yater. Right back up the middle for a single. Waddell will come around, and Waddell will stay at third, but we'll have runners at second and third as Jeter goes into second on the throw. Brings up Martin. Martin squares around a bunt and foul. 0-1. Waddell and Jeter on bases. 1 out. Foul ball, strike 2 on Martin. Line shot past Ariola in the left field. Circa able to get that ball in quickly, hold her to a single. 1 run will score as Jeter comes in. 2 runners on, 1 out. And Wesleyan will have runners on second and third with Bigley, I believe, up to bat. Bigley hit a 2-run home run last time she's at bat. Bigler up to bat. Sorry, not Bigley, Bigler. Down low, ball 1. Ball 2. Go down. Unable to get her. And runner will score on the throw. So 11-4. Runner still on second. Two 0 the count on Bigler. Line shot over third baseman's head. That will be a double. Another run will score, and Bigler will go into second base. So 12-4 now. As Indiana Wesleyan keeps adding on to the lead. She's still batting. Yep. The little conference out in the hold up out here is try to get subs in for Indiana Wesleyan, and umpire had a little talk with Johnson at third for some reason. I don't know what was going on there. So Thompson up to bat. Runner on second, still for Indiana Wesleyan, but still just one out. Caught shot, off her glove, and safe. Second is try to get the runner at second. Johnson able to get that play cleanly. The only play she had was second, and he will do that. So 2 on now with 1 out. Foul ball on May. Outside, 1-1. Kershaw pitching. Ball high, 2-1. Foul ball out of play. 2-2 the count. Indiana Wesleyan still with 2 on. Just 1 out. Winning 12-4 at this juncture in the game. Here in the top of the 5th. As the last inning and a half, they've added on 9 runs. Full count. And that plate's a little high. Good job by Blog just to get that ball without having the runners advance. Payoff pitch here, 3-2. And strikeout. So strikeout by Kershaw there. So 2 outs here with 2 on. Bringing up Thompson. As Dakota Wesleyan tries to get out of this with any more damage. trailing by 8. Strike. On ball at the knees. Strike on the outside corner. Throw down and gets in the outfield. Arnold, who's pitched running, will move up third on that throw down to second that got past Fieser. 0-2 to Thompson in here. Runners on the corner. 2 outs. And batters hit. Got her on the wrist, so Thompson will go down to first. Base is loaded. Bring up Rubel. I believe Rubel is the one that started this inning with the single. Low ball 1. Nowhere to put him with the bases loaded this time. Ball 2 up high. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. As KK fights her way back here. Foul ball. 2-2 the count. Down low, full count. Just missed at the bottom of the strike zone. Bases loaded. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be going with the pitch. Foul ball back. Count remains full. Strike 3. Nice pitch by KK there on a changeup. Just got the inside corner, so 3 outs. But Indiana Wesleyan was able to add on 4 more runs. So after 4.5 innings, 12-4. Dakota Wesleyan, the Tigers need to get their bats going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. See if we can climb back in this game. Get 3 or 4 runs here. Should be Johnson, T-Bay, and Perkins up to bat. Start at the bottom of the fifth inning here. Ashton Johnson up to bat. First pitch high. Strike. 1-1 the count. Ball high. 2-1. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 2-2. Foul ball down the left field line. 2-2 remains. Ball 3 in the dirt. Johnson able to work the count full. Trying to get some runners on is what we need right now. Just people on base. Extend this inning, get a few runs, get back in this game. High fly. Center fielder looks like it's underneath and makes a out for the first one of the inning. Brings up J.C. Tebay. As Johnson was just a little bit underneath that ball. Tebay up to bat. Strike on the outside corner. Another little flare. Left fielder will have that for the second out. As JC was just a little bit in front of that pitch. Hit it off the end of the bat. Brings up Perkins. Maybe up to bat trying to extend this inning. Tigers trailing by 8. Strike 1. Perkins swings at that first one and misses. A little late on that swing. Strike 2. Perkins fooled on that change up there, so 0-2. Perkins going battle here, try to stay alive. Oh, and swings that one outside. That ball game, I believe. Yep, that's ball game. Let's go to Wesleyan Falls by the score of 12-4 here in their first game of this tournament. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for game number 2 today. Good first 3 innings. First 3 innings we were pretty much tied. We actually had a lead 4-3, and then our bats went silent and they started hitting. And we had a hard time getting them out those last 2 innings. They scored 9 runs in the last 2 on a variety of hard line drives and bunts. So we'll be back in just a few minutes for the next game.